rise of the boy toy. Why older women are dating Gen Z men at record rate. One woman stated, "Women my age seem to be excited by the freshness and lack of bitterness that comes with dating someone younger. Younger men seem more open and less burdened by insecurity."
I've heard this before, and I heard it before, and what I heard is that it was weird and predatory, and their frontal lobes are not fully developed, so they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be happening. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at me. I hear things.
I feel like this sounds familiar, and I think there's a lot of logical reason behind this. And sometimes when you're older, you don't want to deal with the stress of someone else around your age as well. You got your own things to work out, and you just want something refreshing. You know, something much more optimistic towards life still. You know what I mean? And I completely understand that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. This sounds a little predatory, don't it?
It sounds a little predatory.
It sounds a little predatory to me. I think this should be outlawed.
Why are you old and jaded and you're preying on this young man's innocence?
You mean to tell me you have financial leverage over him? You have experience leverage over him?
Oh my God! This
man's frontal lobe is not fully developed. He's only 20. He's barely entering college.
What do y'all have in common? That you know what do you have in common? You in the workforce, and he's still you know what I'm saying, going to college parties. Like there's nothing y'all have in common that you could even talk about. How can you even be attracted to someone that could be your son? Someone so young that could be your son. Like that's crazy. My thing is, if you have to date someone so young, that just might mean that there's something wrong with you. Because apparently the people your age are saying something that's wrong with you, and you have to go to a different generation to, you know what I'm saying? Right. Why can't you date someone older? What's going on? Or why can't you date within your peer group? You know what I'm saying? Are people that are around your age just not dealing with your bullshit because they know better? You know what I'm saying? Is that why you're jaded and you just can't get anyone your age?
Right.
And now you're just taking it out on a younger generation that's sick. That is sick. Disgusting. I don't want to see it.
I knew you could wait for this to get...
They have different points of life. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy, he's listening to Yeet and Ken Carson and stuff like that, and you listening to motherfucking That's What I Call Music. Like this, it's different.
Could you imagine an article like this with the genders reversed? "I love dating these young, fresh boys. They're less bitter. They have less baggage. They're not ran through." People would just be calling it red pill incel shit. If you're an older millennial woman, you might be attracted to younger men for their energy, inclusive views about sex and gender, and superior care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being. In many ways, Gen Z men see millennial women as an opportunity to level up emotionally and socially. With their evolved attitudes about everything from non-monogamy and gender fluidity to the anti-hustle soft life, Gen Z men may be the most likely generation to overturn powerfully entrenched stereotypes about sex and relationships.
I'm not gonna lie, whoever talked women into like sexual liberation and sexual freedom like this is the greatest manipulator that has ever existed in our time. Think about how much manipulation that it took to get women to saying, "Hey, I will not fuck you until we get married," to just being like, fuck it, I'll just meet you at your spot at 2 a.m. No cheeseburger, no motherfucking candles, no nothing. You used to have to make a mixtape and play, you know what I'm saying? Like the radio outside of a bitch's room, nigga. Now we just meeting up. Dick appointments? Oh, this is hey, whoever that is, top 5. Hall of Famer.
Top 5.
Anyways, back to these predatory ass women. They're adults. They can do whatever they want with their body and stuff like that. But like, you shouldn't. You're the adult. You should know better.
Exactly.
You should know better than to be going after kids. Like you're pretty much a pedophile. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like you a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Because you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the thing is, like, yeah, you're going after them when they're in their early 20s and late teens and stuff like that. But I bet you if the age of consent was lower, you'd probably be going even lower. You sick fuck.
You know,
you sick fuck. Disgusting. How can you even look at a kid and say, "Oh yeah, I want to be with him"? Like that's disgusting.
That's sick. That is disgusting.
Ugh.
That is disgusting.
Filth.
You know what's crazy? They tried to rebrand pedophile. as a cougar. You remember when
Not on my
Tiger
watch.
dated Kylie Jenner when she was underage?
Disgusting.
And then she was of age and he still dated her? What's wrong with him?
Grooming. Disgusting. I hate
That's
it.
insane.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now they're starting to do the same grooming, and I'm not standing for it. Disgusting. I spit on you.
This phenomena is a groundbreaking shift, considering Hollywood's reputation for perpetuating the male gaze and old men's uncanny obsession with younger women. You know, I really don't care about this shit, but it is so funny how much of this equality stuff is just, okay, now it's women's turn to do the thing we said was bad. Older women partnering with younger men. Why do some people have a problem with that? Perhaps celebrities will help ease the stigma. The French president's wife, Brigitte Macron, is almost 25 years older than her husband. They met when he was 15, and she was his high school teacher.
Hey, look, y'all baguette niggas need to be stopped.
You baguette niggas.
Look, this shit is getting out of hand.
Yeah,
oh, that is actual definition grooming, nigga. Nigga. That is in the textbook. Definition grooming. High school teacher.
Nah, that's crazy, nigga.
People used to go to jail for that. They go to jail for that. And she's now the first lady of France, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy, nigga.
Nah, hey, it's something in the frogs, nigga, because what the fuck? What the fuck? How did everyone just accept this?
I am convinced that society just feels like women can't do nothing wrong. Like, it's just getting crazy. They could literally do the same crime and get less time. They can do the same behavior and get less social scrutiny.
They're fucking losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would call those same men losers?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good for you. But the thing is, if you start doing the same loser shit, you are a loser. You already labeled it. It's a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a loser.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Preying on these young people. Pedophile.
I'm 37 and my boyfriend is 23. I make upper six figures and own a condo in New York City. At least 3 of my friends are also dating significantly younger men. One is 32 and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. I don't rely on men to be financially stable. I don't need my man to have a good job. We both know what we want out of this relationship and we're getting it.
I might be bad at math. It's been a while since I've been in school. So he's 19. And they've been dating for 3 years. -1 is 18, right?
Yeah.
Then you -1 again. That's 17.
Mm-hmm.
And you -1 more. That's 16, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a paralegal. I'm not a legal expert or anything. But I would say at least 2 of those years is a crime. 29. She doesn't know shit about Ken Carson.
Shut up.
She don't know shit about Ken Carson. She don't know opium. She don't know homicide. Like, she can't even get sturdy. Her knees hurt, nigga. Like,
starting this video, I thought it was gonna be way lighthearted. This is actually
this is crimes, nigga. Like,
this is crime.
I'm looking at crimes. Like, what the fuck? Damn, nigga. Hey, y'all might be focusing on Diddy a little too hard. Nigga, look down the street.
Why are these young men dating older women? I have mommy issues. Oh, well, there has to be other reasons, right? I have a granny fetish. Come on, there's gotta be another reason. Because Gen Z women aren't worth going for. And I have mommy issues. To be honest, as a guy who's 22 dating a 36-year-old, I think for the most part, older women are just a lot less drama and just more mature. Older the better. Most have a car, a house, financial stability, and time. They are mature and can teach you some valuable lessons, wisdom, and experience. I'm still 19, and for me, older women I flirt with at bars and clubs are much more receptive and flirty than Zoomer girls. Honestly, it's partly because modern Western girls from 18 to 25 are like 80% hoes now. A woman who is 30 today likely has fewer partners, sexual or other, than a woman who is 5 years younger than her. I changed my Tinder age range from 20 to 25 to 30 to 39 and have been going on more dates than ever before with beautiful women who do not care that I don't make 6 figures at 22 years old.
As someone, when I was younger, I dated older women. I can definitely agree with some of the sentiments expressed by them, these dudes, these younger guys, because there are, when an older woman hits a certain age where she's not really expecting much because she's been hit with the reality of things, the actuality of things, like the economy and material stuff like that. She's not really like fantasizing or idealizing love in a sense like a younger person would. She's more so like, okay, I just appreciate the time and the company that someone provides for me. That could be really relaxing, you know what I'm saying? And I could understand the strategy behind like dating older women, at least this community. Like I did it out of my own flitches. I was actually interested in older women because of that reason. And you know, every guy's different. You know, not everyone is like me. Most guys, generally speaking, as they get more established, they want someone for the same reasons that express like less drama. You know what I'm saying? More optimism. You know, more energy. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And they tend to like younger women for those reasons. I would say, in my opinion, if more people are doing what I did when I was younger, where I'm not necessarily like doing it for a gain, I'm just dating older women just for the experience of it, because I felt like it was a shortcut. You know what I mean? Dating women of my age, we still both in the learning process. But if I date someone older, then I get the experience and I can understand women better. You know what I mean? And that's how I was going about it. You know what I mean? I think this is going to really, like I told you, become a thing within the next few years. Like it's going to get popularized because the trends, the economic trends are indicating that this is going to occur. More women are much more affluent. They're much more college educated. And they have, at the very least, much more career opportunity. And they're much more career driven as opposed to a lot of men who are dropping out of school and they don't have any other avenue outside of getting a college degree to get entry-level jobs. You know what I mean? So I do think this is going to occur more often. I think we're going to see this much more often, not like every single person, but more so like how you said with older guys dating younger women. It's probably going to be like that, where it's a thing, but it's not like the majority of people's relationships because most people still prefer their peer group.
So basically, some Gen Z guys have found a hack in the male loneliness epidemic by dating the women who are suffering from the female loneliness epidemic. Like the two unwanted ends of a bread loaf coming together to make a sandwich. Beautiful. To be honest, I don't think this is an epidemic, like the internet makes it seem like it is. All the data basically says that women prefer to date men slightly older than them or around the same age as them, and men tend to date women younger than them or around the same age as them. Large age gaps, for the most part, are rare. In relationships where the man is older, he's usually only older by 1 to 2 years. In relationships where the woman is older, 2 to 3 years. In all Western countries, only 8% of couples have an age gap of 10 or more.
Yeah, I agree with her. Most relationships are not large age gaps. Most people, when they do age gaps, and women prefer older men and men prefer younger women. So this is what we're talking about right now. It's not the norm. However, I do agree that if things progress in this way, if more women are more affluent than the average young men, and I think there will be at least some increase that younger men are going to date older women. And I'm interested to see how that shapes, like, gender dynamics.
I think there's just a lot more lonely women. There's also some lonely guys out there, and they're getting together. You know what I'm saying? And it's good. You know what I'm saying? Alleviate some of that pressure. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Actually, I don't think it's that big of a deal in the first place. Definitely shouldn't be dating no one that's 16 years old. But honestly, as long as they're both adults, I really don't see that big of an issue. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're both consenting adults. I'll put it like that. As long as they're both consenting adults, I really don't see that big of an issue. It's a very nice pressure-free relationship for the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not expected to come in financially and all that stuff. And again, there is a lot of things that the woman can teach him about women specifically. Because again, I think one of the biggest things is that like men really don't know about the subtleties of women and like how to read them and stuff like that. And I feel like she could, being in that relationship with the older women, he would be able to start picking up on some social cues that he typically would miss or probably didn't know about beforehand.